Guess I should start talking or something, huh? It's usually how this thing works. In most cases. How's it going, everybody? It is the Fandom Empire Show. Thanks for tuning in. It's going to be a short one. Got so much going on today. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Yes, sad face. The weekend's over. Back to reality. Monday, fun day. Who says that? I guess I just did. Why is the intro so long? Multitasking, man. Multitasking. When we do things at nighttime, I have help. And when I do things during the day, I don't. Probably his Rogers internet should switch to Bell or Kojiko. Is Kojiko a thing still? I didn't know they were still a thing. Although the Bell idea might not be bad because Rogers has been a dumpster fire. So, how's everybody doing today? It's Monday, November the 8th. Spider-Man No Way Home poster is dropped. We have a video dropping on that right after the stream ends. Also have a video dropping over on our Star Wars channel as well, which is Star Wars Fandom. If you're a Star Wars fan, head on over there and subscribe. Just another manic Monday. Yeah, I hear you, man. Got some personal stuff going on, too. Rogers tried to do a takeover, but failed. Oh, man. Couldn't imagine that. Anyways, we have some shit to talk about today. No Way Home rumors, if you will. But in all reality, these aren't just rumors. It's stuff you can take to the bank that is probably happening. But before we dive into the Spider-Man stuff, and we will get there, first up, let's start with some, I would call it minor news. And yet, if you're a fan of quality and a fan of IMAX, you might like this. So, IMAX is coming to Disney Plus, if that's at all possible. At least that's how they're presenting it, is you will get to see IMAX enhanced ratios for certain movies over on Disney Plus, which is cool because I like the wide shot. And if you have a TV that supports it, that's great. But make no mistake about it. They can pitch this however the hell they want. And I guess it would have helped if I tagged the video, huh? Shit happens. They can pitch this however they want. The truth is, you cannot replicate the IMAX or even Dolby Cinema experience in the comfort of your own home. You just can't. It's not possible. They can give you the ratio that you get while shooting in IMAX for sure. But the idea that they can capture the IMAX experience in your own home, it's just not possible. Your home theater isn't designed to replicate that experience. That said, I'm curious to see how some of these movies that have IMAX attached to it are going to look on our home TVs, whether you have a 55, 65, 75-inch 4K TV, or maybe it's only 1080. Spider-Man No Way Homie. That sounds like a parody in the making, man. We got to get you a Spider-Man costume. By the way, if you want to support the channel, number one way you can do that, shameless self-plug time, head on over to Patreon, patreon.com/Fandom Empire, or it's absolutely free to click the like button, comment, and subscribe. All that good shit. And then our socials are up there as well. Or you can send in a super chat and support us that way, and Google will take half of it. So it is what it is. But yeah, there you have it. An IMAX experience of sorts coming to your home on Disney Plus. As a guy who loves Star Wars, I want to see how some of these Star Wars movies look on my home TV with the wider shots. In my opinion, they will not be able to replicate it, but I would love to be proven wrong. Again, we said this was going to be a quick one today. We're looking at like maybe a half an hour here. Moving on to topic number 2. Topic number 2 is wild Star Wars rumors. No, it's not the Knights of the Old Republic video game. However, there are rumors out there right now that a Old Republic movie is currently in development and could debut in 2023 in place of Rogue Squadron, which would then get backed up to 2024, and then you'd get your 2025 movie. So we'd go back to yearly releases for Star Wars, at least for a few years. So the rumor is an Old Republic movie. Now, whether that happens or not remains to be seen. I would like to think where there's smoke, there's fire, and you got guys like the people over at Star Wars Newsnet, like guys like Jordan Mason at Cinelinx. You even had, I forget the fella's name, but a guy over at Slash Film. And to me, when you get a place like Slash Film commenting on something like this, that's when you can start to go, oh, okay, it's not just Star Wars people picking up on this scoop. This might actually be happening. Now, because I didn't talk with this fella before coming on here, I thought you have a Star Wars dedicated channel now. We sure do, and you'll be able to find out more about this over there. But because I didn't talk with the guy before coming on here, I can tell you this. I, over the weekend, spoke with a super reputable Star Wars source who basically said that he would love to believe that this is going to happen. However, that he's been told the Old Republic is off the table in terms of movies right now. I hope he's wrong. He hopes he's wrong, but I'm not sure you get many better sources when it comes to inside Star Wars information than the fella I was talking to. And I've always been of the opinion I need to see an official announcement to believe it. I want it. I think Old Republic era Star Wars, if done right, would turn some non-Star Wars fans into Star Wars fans because the tone is just different. It's not what you see in the movies that are out there right now. One would think that these movies might feature Darth Revan, as he is sort of the centerpiece to those movies during that time. So time will tell if anything happens in regards to that. Certainly hope it does, but strictly rumor. I also don't think you'll hear about a Old Republic movie on Disney Plus Day this Friday, which we will be covering. If you're going to hear about an Old Republic movie, and if it's going to happen soon, your best bet is D23, which I also believe is later this month. So stay on the lookout for that. All right, Halloween people, you've been waiting for it. Let's dive into it. Dr. Loomis and his role in the Halloween franchise, Donald Pleasence. We're focusing on Donald Pleasence here. With all due respect to Malcolm McDowell, who is a wonderful actor in his own regard, let's focus on the man, myth, legend himself, Donald Pleasence. I was asked over the weekend what I thought Donald Pleasence's best role was in Halloween. Like, what was his best performance? Pardon me, not role. And your options are 1978, the original, Halloween 2 from 1981, Halloween 4 from 1988, Halloween 5 from 1989, and then you have Halloween 6. Which movie do you think that Donald Pleasence best portrayed Dr. Loomis in? And I think you're going to have a lot of people just say the original because it's the original. But I think when it comes down to him being the focus of the movies and him carrying a movie, and one of the reasons why it's my favorite movie, you have to start with Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Say what you want about Danielle Harris and the crappy mask in the movie, the way it's lit, and the fact that there's no Jamie Lee Curtis, which I know pisses off some people. This movie just fundamentally does not work without Donald Pleasence's performance as Dr. Loomis. He 110% makes this movie, carries this movie, even carries Halloween 5, even though I don't think that's a very good movie at all. So for me, it is absolutely Donald Pleasence's performance in Halloween 4, which takes home his best, in my opinion. And the last scene, well, let's give some credit to the last scene, man. Oh, the great Donald Pleasence. Yeah, Halloween 4 is my answer. If you're watching this after the fact, which you probably are, considering I didn't tag the video properly, so I'll have to go back and do that afterwards. Comment down below. We want to know what you think. What do you think Donald Pleasence's best performance is as Dr. Loomis? Dr. Loomis, pardon me. Is it Halloween 1, 2, 4, 5, or 6? For me, it's 4, and I don't think it's particularly close. Comment down below. We want to know what you think. All right. Last but not least, as we rush through this episode here, Spider-Man No Way Home. That's right. The poster dropped yesterday. This is not the poster. This is fan art. The poster that dropped is right here. Here is your poster. And don't get me wrong, the poster is cool. It looks almost, it's not quite identical, but it's almost identical to the leaked poster that was appearing on buses, transit buses over in Australia. I would say the multiverse was already confirmed with Alfred Molina's appearance in the first trailer. But this goes even further. You get, obviously, Doc Ock's arms. In the background, you see Sandman. You also see Goblin. The interesting thing here is Goblin has his mask on. And I don't think he actually has the mask in the movie, but I might be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure he just wears goggles. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool poster and definitely a lot better than the posters that they used for Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, which I thought both just had dreadful posters. This one at least is a little appealing to the eye. However, we're about a month away from the movie, 5 weeks from the movie. And the idea that you were not marketing the movie around, spoiler alert, I'm only going to say it once. Spoiler alert. There, I said it twice. Matt Whitfield sends in a $5 super chat. Each 4 is Donald Pleasence's best performance, and the others are in the distance. I completely agree, Matt. Totally agree with you. Spoiler alert on the Spider-Man side of things, though. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, at least according to the information we have, and we could be wrong, but I would literally bet $1,000 on it right now that we are not wrong. And the information that we have and several others have, it's not just us, not even close, is that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in this film. And they're not just in this film as cameos. They're in this film for a significant portion of the film. They are major players in this film. The trailer that has been released to this date anyways shows you very little. 95% of that trailer is the first act, and then you get some bridge stuff. You haven't seen most of this movie yet, neither have I for that matter. But we can tell you that the information that we've come across absolutely confirms Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in Spider-Man No Way Home and as major players in the film. I understand the keeping it as the worst kept secret style of marketing. If you're a wrestling fan, AEW did it with CM Punk recently. However, I think you get to a time, you're 5 weeks out. If you're a diehard, you know it's coming. Even if you're just a solid Spider-Man fan who checks out a YouTube video here or there, you know it's coming. Maybe the average moviegoer has no idea it's coming, and that's what they're banking on. But I would have had them on the poster. And I can tell you now, for the trailer that's going to drop either later this week or next week, I believe it's next week, but I could be wrong on that, is I don't think they're supposed to be in that as well. So the information that we have is there is 3 different versions of a trailer, apparently. Again, this could be false. It's a rumor. But that one trailer gives just an extremely subtle hint that they might be in it. Another one ends where you clearly see their shadows on the floor walking up to Tom Holland's Peter Parker, and it plays a version of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man theme and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man theme blended together, and that's how the trailer ends. And then at least what's out there on the internet right now suggests that Sony, anyways, wanted to just outright show Toby and Andrew in the movie, and Kevin Feige seems to be against that. Again, this is all rumor and speculative at this point, but I'm fairly confident in saying one of those 3 things is going to come true. And sadly, I don't think it's going to be the last one where we just outright see them. Although we really should at this point. Like, come on, it's time to give it up a bit. Again, I'm not a marketing major by any means, but I think we've gone with the shtick long enough. It's time to let everybody know they're in the movie. Don't you guys and gals out there who actually want to see this movie want to see marketing material with the 3 of them together? I want to see, the world premiere with those 3 guys together. And if they have to keep it secret, that's not going to happen. And it's frustrating. I mean, sure, they'll market it for the Blu-ray and the 4K and whatnot, but I think they've gone long enough keeping this hush hush that they can now come out and say how it is. And how it is, at least to our information, is they're in the film. We want to know what you think. Comment down in the comment section below. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. It's a quiet day here in the chat. That looks like it's going to do it. So, yeah, that's going to do it for us today on the Fandom Empire Show. 23 minutes solid, which is fine by me because I'm swamped. I barely have time to breathe at this point in time. Apologies for being late and not properly tagging the video. We'll definitely work on that. Check out Fandom Empire Live tomorrow night. There is no current show plan in place. There'll also be a Spider-Man No Way Home poster review posted on the channel shortly. And yeah, so looking forward to all of that stuff. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, click the like button. That's the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet, subscribe if you like the content that you're getting here at the channel. And we appreciate all you. Have a great Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow night for Fandom Empire Live.